Well, hello guys, it's Jimmy here, and we are in the Raceroom experience in the Audi 90 Quattro. I believe it's from the IMSA era of racing. Ridiculously fast car. I'll put an onboard video of what it sounded like and looked like to be racing in. Below is an awesome video I found on YouTube of it. It's only about a 50-second clip, but it's pretty damn rad nonetheless. Only reason I come over to Raceroom is pretty much to drive this. I have driven Raceroom before. I drove a DTM Challenge a while ago and a DTM Experience. Those cars aren't too bad. Maybe I'll do a review of them eventually, but not my cup of tea. And obviously, you know me, I love the big beefy turbo cars, H pattern shifter, anything that is, going to keep me on my toes. So I thought I'd give this a try. And disappointed, I guess, is the way I've come off. I will start driving a bit and I'll explain why. First of all, you can pretty much drive this car like a rally car. I mean, I'm going to pop in a little bit of footage around here or so of me just drifting around this track. This is a Hungaroring, obviously a track that's made for this car. And you can drive it like a rally car around the corners. You make a mistake, just smash the throttle, turn the car you want to go, and it will eventually correct itself. And obviously, just to bear in mind that there are no driving aids at all on at the moment. This footage here is me driving all the aids off, everything that I can possibly have off. The only thing I put on was auto clutch in aid to try and correct something that I'm going to go over very shortly. But obviously, like I say, it's a blast to drive that. Not quick, but it doesn't feel too great. So I'm going to start driving now. You're on board, obviously. Sounds pretty beefy, sounds pretty nice. So we'll pull away. First of all, no wheel spin in a massive car, which is interesting, even though it is Quattro. Second gear, fine. And already, I know it's going to fourth gear, that I miss a gear, and it is just fourth gear, and it isn't my controller, because I've been testing it out in different games prior to this to make sure it actually works. And it doesn't just happen to fourth either, it does happen to other gears. But it seems you have to give it an age and a half for it to actually work out, and I'm talking, like 2 or 3 seconds or so for it to click in and work. So that's something maybe that they need to actually look at if you're going to be driving this car with an H pattern shifter. Actually get the H pattern shifter working with it. I configured all the controls figured fine, so obviously they're being detected. You didn't have to give this much of a break in the real life car when changing gear, I can tell you that. Otherwise, like I say, it drives okay. Once you've got the power, you just start doing stuff like this, which isn't really the fastest way around the track, but it does feel damn cool to do so. Oh, goof, I did that already in practice. See, the curb on the inside there quite high, it feels like. And this being Raceroom, it's obviously one of those, it's a kind of hand-holding sim. It's for people to get into racing, I guess, which is not something that I'm against. But you can see up on the boards there, so I spin again from my talent, the red and the yellow things, kind of depicting what kind of corners coming up. So let's do a lap, shall we? Because I don't want to give you guys nothing. I'll give you guys some footage of this car going around the track. I'm not sure if there's any setup options to choose from here. I'm just driving the setup they give you. The car's very interesting on the brakes, so I'm slowing down very early for this corner. You need to actually stay off those curbs. This car actually runs quite low. I mean, you saw from the onboard footage how low it is and how wide it is actually. Correct with throttle? Yes, we can. Well, what short gear? Apparently this is second. Doesn't feel like second. That's second. There you go. This is what I mean about being able to drift it around corners. Watch out for that bit on the outside. You have to listen for the click of it going in gear. There you go. You see, it's just frustrating because I'm clutching all the way in, the clutch is in, and it doesn't bite, it doesn't go in. And it makes things just so annoying when you're trying to drive this thing, doing a good lap and then you lose a second on the straight just because you can't freaking get in the gear you want. Otherwise, I wouldn't mind this car. Anything that goes sideways with ease is, as you guys know, I like. That's third gear around there. Turbo not quite in. There it is. I haven't got my speedo up. Maybe I should have it up, but it's not a slow car. Get about 160, 170 down the straights. I like the turbo gauge up in the top left there, just it flipping over to the... oh my god, that corner there. This car can't do it for some reason. It just seems to keep turning inwards, despite there not being really any power given, which is not characteristic. Apologies for the driving, guys. I do want to get this video out nice and quickly. It's not my best driving, as you see, but you're sharing the experience of me driving this in the first hour or so, and when it kind of feels like, usually I do a bit more preparation, but I have things to do today, so I wanted to get this out before, you know, I forgot about it. Because this, you can drive this car for free at the moment for the next couple of days on Raceroom. So if you get Raceroom on Steam, you download, it doesn't cost you anything. And then you go to the competitions page and hit the developer one, have a picture of this car on it. You can drive this around for a bit, but it is at the Hungaroring, which isn't really a great track for it, to be honest. And be warned with the gears, because it's damn annoying. But you know, maybe more Raceroom content to come. I know Project Cars are doing a version of this car as well, and really looking forward to seeing their version, because their sounds will be awesome. The sounds in this aren't bad, but you have to like double declutch this, which is really fun. Not. Come on, we'll try one more time for a lap, shall we? Look at that gap I'm having to leave. Such a big gap in the shift. It's not too bad shifting down, because you can just smash it in with some throttle. The sense of speed isn't too great in this car. I don't know if this is a game, but I don't really feel like I'm going that fast, despite, you know, the sound and the obvious force of this car to be able to do ridiculous four-wheel drift with that four-wheel drive. See if we can actually do this corner, shall we? Can I have second gear? No. And I thought I just wasn't I wasn't clutching properly, but I really am, and it's just a game, unfortunately, so hopefully that'll be fixed. It did say this is in development still, so maybe that's an issue they're still ironing out as I get launched off the curb. Okay, there goes my good lap. Well, that's a good place to end it, guys. Thanks for watching. Like I said, if you want to try out this car yourself, go head over to the Raceroom on Steam, just download it and hit the competitions, and you'll end up with this car. Make sure everything's turned off, though, because with any kind of A's on it, it's just boring. So, cheers for watching, guys, and I will catch you next time.